Owl is coming. My owl is coming. My owl is coming. Hi dreamers and make-believers. In today's video, I am doing the Would You Rather BookTube Edition 2.0 challenge. In this challenge, I have to answer 10 Would You Rather questions, and they're all related to books and BookTube, and I have to decide between one or the other. Question 1, would you rather do only review videos or only book tag videos? Now, I really love both those types of videos, so it's quite difficult for me to choose on this one. I love reviewing books because I love reading books and I love talking to you guys about them and be like, oh, with other people that have read it. However, I also really love the tags, and the tags are a lot of fun to shoot. So because I actually cannot really choose between these, I'm going to base it on a fact that I read pretty slowly. I manage to read 2 to 3 books a month depending on the book length. So I think for that reason, where I would only get 3 videos done a month, or at the moment I'm getting 3 videos done a week, I would choose to do book tags. Question 2 is, would you rather always see the film first or never see the film version of books? I absolutely love seeing books come to life. It is so exciting. Even if it's rubbish, it's just nice to see like the characters and what other people envision and then be like, okay, well, the book's better. But I also really love to read the book first because you get so much more out of it and you get to form your own visions of things. You know, your imagination isn't tainted by the visual of the movie. I think just so that I can still have the joy of experiencing both the movie and the book, I would go for watching the movie first. And to be fair, there is one very famous show, Game of Thrones, that I have not yet read the books, but I have watched and loved and devoured the show, and I would be so sad and heartbroken without that show in my life. And one day I do plan to read the books, but it's just so nice to know at least that I've watched the show and that I have the story in my world. So I guess watching it first is not the worst thing to happen. Question 3 is, would you rather have a list of every book you've ever read or still have the physical copy of your first favorite book? I would go for the physical copy of my first favorite book because I think that would mean more to me than a list of books that I've read in my lifetime. Like, if the book meant anything to me, I'm sure I'd remember it anyway, and if it didn't mean anything to me, then I'm happy to forget it. Question 4, would you rather have an active in-person book club of non-booktubers or have lunch with your best booktube buddy once a year? I love booktubing and booktubers, and it's fun because they get where you're coming from. It's a very relatable group of people that I would love to like hang out with. However, once a year is not often at all. So if I had to choose between an in-person non-booktubing book club, providing that they read the same books that I do and we get to talk about them and be crazy and fangirl about them, which is amazing, I think I would go for the in-person non-booktubing book club. Question 5 is, would you rather have the time to read everything you want to read or the money to buy everything you want to read? Now, this one for me, providing that my financial circumstance is the same and I can keep buying books as I buy them, then I would definitely go for the time to read the books that I want to read, because that is where I lack. I lack in time to read all the books I want to read, and I have a lot of books that I want to read. Question 6 is, would you rather dreamcast the film or have editing power over the script for the film? I would definitely go for editing power over the script. That way you have an overall final say in what comes onto the screen after that book has been adapted. I mean, a dreamcast is great, but if the story and the script is rubbish, it just ruins everything. So rather have a great script that even if the actors are not the ones that you envisioned in your heart, at least the story is captivating and it translates beautifully from book to screen. Question 7 is, would you rather have a favorite fictional superpower or your favorite fictional technology? Definitely superpower. That is not up for debate. I would definitely want some kind of superpower. I don't care what it is. It could be flying, it could be strength, it could be invisibility, it could be anything. Question 8, would you rather read an amazing story with a meh ending or a meh story with a spectacular ending? I would go for the meh story with a spectacular ending because I've read books before that have been like so amazing, I've been so excited, and then it's been such a letdown at the end where you're just like, really? I went through all that and I got through so much hype for this? It's so disappointing and soul crushing. Like, you go through the whole journey with the characters for the conclusion, you know, what is going to turn out. So if the ending is rubbish, it just ruins the entire book. Whereas if the story is not that great and you're just like, okay, I'm going to power through, I'm going to stick with it, and then you get to this amazing, incredible ending, it leaves you on a high, it leaves you in a better mood, and it's just better. It's just better all around. Question 9 is, would you rather not be able to read in a moving vehicle or not be able to read lying down? Now, I enjoy reading whenever and wherever I can. However, like, to not lie down and read is just ridiculous because that is one of the cozy favorite pastimes of mine. So I would go for not being able to read in a moving vehicle, and I've seen like some of my friends can't do it. They suffer with motion sickness and they can't read, and yet they still manage to read all the books. And question 10 is, would you rather reread your favorite book or series with fresh eyes like the first time, or be able to unread your biggest disappointment? I don't care about my disappointment. Like, my disappointment can stay a disappointment and I will remember that so that I never make the mistake of reading that book again. So rather than unreading my biggest disappointment, I would love to reread my favorite series with fresh eyes like the first time all over again. That is like a dream come true. Namely, the Harry Potter series, because I was so young when I read it and I've actually only read it once. Like, my dream is to just reread Harry Potter, but to reread it with fresh eyes like somebody new. I actually get jealous when people say they haven't read it yet because I'm just like, you are just in for a treat, my friend. You were just in for a treat and I envy you. Somebody make a serum for that. I suppose that's a memory serum, like some kind of serum that gives you like selective amnesia, so you can just choose which book you're gonna forget and then reread it. And the bonus question is, would you rather go to Hogwarts or live in Middle Earth? Now, I absolutely love Middle Earth and I'd love to see all the little hobbits and everything like that, but there's a no-brainer. I'm going to Hogwarts. Everybody's going to Hogwarts. I'm still waiting for my letter. I know it got lost, but my owl is coming. You know, like imagine me saying it in a Jon Snow voice. My owl is coming. I don't know if that was very Jon Snowish, but there you have it. I'm going to Hogwarts. And that is all for today. And remember, if you would like a free copy of the first book in my YA fantasy series, then click the link below. And until next time, I'll see you. Bye!